Hello everybody, today we're going to be reviewing the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta from Figure Rise Standard, which is a model kit company that works with Bandai. They make, usually I see Gundam and Dragon Ball figurines. So you can make it all, it's purely plastic, there's no paint on these, but they look pretty good. And this is a price point of about $30, and depending on the figure, they scale well with some SH Figure Arts pieces like Gogeta is taller than Goku, and here I have the SH Figure Arts Goku, and I think this is, it could be better. Goku could be a bit maybe there, but it isn't terrible. It's not completely out of notice, but these do go to the more like 7-inch mark, whereas this Goku here is probably less than 6 inches, I think. So maybe if it was like a quarter inch or even a half inch shorter, it would be better. But besides the point, I really really enjoyed making this. It took about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and you get to build everything. It's great. You get to learn how the insides work. Get to piece everything. It can be some parts are a little bit complicated, but it is just a Lego. It is basically just Legos. So let's get right into the box real quick, which is massive, by the way. We'll look at the accessories, and then we'll get into the figure. Let's get on with it. So this box is massive. Here we have the movie logo. Got a great picture of Gogeta in the front with a Kamehameha ready. Got Figure Rise Standard logo with the Funimation logo. Bandai down here. It says Build the Ultimate Warrior. That's his chest. You can put it all together. It's great. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta, Gogeta Blue. He also comes in his base form, as you saw earlier. Here it says Plastic Model Kit. No paint at all. This is plastic model. You gotta build it yourself. Just like a model that I planned. Just, cooler. So here, we got some, catchphrases. Famous catchphrases of Gogeta, along with some poses. Who remember, the great moment where, Gogeta is fighting Broly, and he just goes boom, and Broly dies. Kidding, of course. He goes walk. But anyway, boom, walk, bok, zoom, fa-woom, and woom are great. They're amazing, and the poses ain't bad. Carrying over here, you just have a little warning label, not to feed to your kid, and ages 15 plus. You gotta be a big boy to play with one of these. You got the logo again, name again, Figure Rise Standard, Gogeta, Bandai, etc. This thing is massive. Over here, we got more warning crap. Over here, we got Japanese I can't read, translated into English, which basically explains who Gogeta is. Got some movie art right here. It's the poster for the DVD. We've got Goku, Vegeta, Goku and Broly fighting. Got Vegeta right there. Here are some other Figure Rise Standard figurines that are Blue Vegeta and Blue Goku. Then here is a good shot of Blue Gogeta in the figure. Here we have Gogeta and more names, and nothing on the bottom. So Gogeta comes with a lot of accessories, so let's start with the simple ones real quick. We get a pair of fisted hands right here, and a pair of grabby hands, and also Kamehameha hands, martial arts hands. They're a lot. That's pretty much what you get. You only get 2 sets of hands, you get 4 hands, and that's pretty much it. No paint, of course, just pure plastic. You also get some different faces. You get 4 faces, but they're 2 of the same face. So here we have his base form. Here's the head sculpt, peg hole right there. That's his base. That's like his stern, normal, neutral face. Here's the same face on the blue form. And just like magic, they will become angry. Alright, and assuming I put my hands in the same place, this will look like a seamless video cut to them looking angry. And remember when I said about no paint? That still holds up. These are stickers for the tongue. This mouth is entirely white, which looks really weird. No teeth, there's no anything, no detailing. It's just a red, pinkish sticker for the tongue right there. These faces look good. So you get 4 faces, but it's really 2 faces because it's the same. But you have here the blue eyebrows and blue eyes for blue, and then the black eyebrows and black eyes for base form. So, moving on, there's actually one piece that goes directly onto the body. It's this little peg right here. You port it into his waist, like that. And then this would go onto the black stand you saw on the box earlier. However, it doesn't come with one, and I don't own one, so I just kind of leave this in the box. It doesn't mean anything. Now for the fun stuff. So here we have this little stand that holds all of the blast effect pieces. So here we go. You have to find the little hole, and then but you gotta be careful with it because the plastic is a little flimsy. There you go, and then you can use this joint right here. You can aim it up, down, however you want. And also this whole, let me take this off just a second. This whole piece can come out and can be higher. So for example, it can now be pretty much twice its height and still hold it. So you can have them, if you have Gogeta in a stand in the air per se, or even if you want to use it on a smaller figurine like the Goku. So you can adjust it for the figurine's height, and they work really well. They look really nice, and again, you put these all together yourself, which is a really cool aspect. I like that a lot. So this here is Gogeta's Kamehameha launched. Right here, this is probably my favorite one. It's a charged Kamehameha. I really like this one. It's really fun to get them up in the air and pose it around, got balanced a little bit. It comes in 3 pieces. You just kind of click together, and it looks really cool. It's just a nice spiky ball. Like the energy is seeping through his fingertips. It's too powerful for him to hold. And then he releases it, and then you get this thing. Over here, this is also interesting. So you have this piece here, which connects to these 2 pieces. This first one here, you gotta match up these to be kind of like this, like parallel up here, to the hole, which is right there. Doesn't matter which way, you just gotta make sure it goes in, like that. So then, it looks like this. This one is very, very loose though, however I will say, doesn't stand the best. I think it might have been something I did. Again, the plastic is easily breakable. So I'm gonna take the blame on this one. Here we go. Let me just put this back in. Wow, this is just really, thanks. Now when I record a video, it all comes apart. Appreciate it. But yeah, the plastic it's like a piece here and a piece here, and they join together. Sometimes they can fall out. But this is, where's the hole? There it is. Alright, there we go. It's starting to stand. But this is Gogeta's Big Bang Attack, which derives from Vegeta. So take that out, and you can unpeg this piece right there, and you can peg it in over to here. I should probably stop saying peg. There, like so. Make sure the hole is right there. I'm gonna actually lower this real quick. There we go. And this is Gogeta's final flash, which I don't believe he uses, at least in the movie. I imagine he can use it. He can use Goku's Kamehameha, which he definitely uses. But here's his final flash, and you can have the whole hands going like that kind of thing, or like that for the Goku Kamehameha, which are great. I think this is enough. This is enough accessories for Gogeta. When I originally opened all this, I think this is like one of the best things I could have really done. So originally when I put it in just like this all the way at the bottom, and the effect piece would be like here, like where his hands are supposed to be, but his hands will be kind of like, this is like the bottom part of a Kamehameha or something like that, or Final Flash. It wouldn't quite line up correctly. So if it was here, it would have been fine, but he was down here. Then I realized, oh my god, it freaking it separates, and then you can raise it to whatever you need. I thought that was really cool to find that out, and I thought for a second it was all crap, but this is brilliant. This is a really good idea. So let's move on to the articulation of Gogeta. Alright, so the articulation on this guy it's not perfect. I do like it though. I think it's pretty good. So I switched to the blue head for this. So he can look up about that much. He can look down. His neck also has a joint. So his neck is movable. However, like you see right here, this comes out pretty easily. Oh, I just heard a not good sound, so I'm going to stop pulling on that. But that can come out really easily, especially when you're looking up. You can see that like halving itself. So if the peg pushed all the way down, the double peg joint right there, look up about that much, but you can get away with a bit more and it looks fine. Looking down, it's pretty good, but the same thing happens. He can rock his head really easily. You can go back and forth like a pile driver. And yeah, it's a ball joint. You can move in any direction. So moving on to the arms. Oh, quick thing. These here, these on his jacket thing, these little pieces pop out a bit easily. When moving the arms around, you might see it a little bit. They connect, move your head. They connect like this. They just kind of slide in. It holds pretty good. It's not going to like, fall out at every bit, every second. I say that as I push one back in. But it's tight enough. So here, you might see it. So you can put his arms all the way out like that. Go down. He does have butterfly joint. He's got a butterfly joint right there. You can see? Yeah, it's knocking out a little bit. See right there? The butterfly joint hits it a little. But it's fine. You can just hit it back in. It's not too big of a nuisance. It's got a swivel right there. It's got a single jointed elbow, but it hits more than 90 degrees, and it goes to the muscle, so that's fine. And the wrists are on ball pegs, which also come out a little bit, but it's no big deal. Put that back like there. So the abs, he can crunch back that far. You can go forward that far. Swivel there, and if I can get it, there's a little swivel in the middle there. These can kind of like, if you want to be a little bit taller, you can do that. I like it down here though. This is cool, so let me raise this arm a little bit. His little like a belt, I guess, can go all the way up here. So if you want like the wind kicking up from underneath him, you can have that up there for a little bit of an effect. So that's nice. The legs are very interesting. So you can shift it down like that. Doesn't look as good, but he gets more, I think. So if I don't move that one, oh yeah, he gets a little bit more kick out of that one, but let's keep him up because that's how I usually keep it because it looks better. So he can kick that far up. He can kick back that much. He's got an upper thigh cut. This I love. I love how they did the knees and they extend. They keep going. It's great. And then you have a little bit of like a thigh cut right there. And then the boots can go back that far, then go up that far. They can pivot like so. And that's it, yeah. This is really, and no, there is no holes at the bottom of the feet. You can't plug them into a stand or anything like that. Yep, see, you get the little thing right there. Let's put that back. But overall, the articulation is pretty good. I don't really have any complaints besides like the head kind of popping out a little bit. But that's kind of it. There's nothing to really complain about here. This looks very good. He's really easy to stand. Let's see. Yeah, there he goes. This is really good articulation-wise. Like, besides that little thing with the head, nothing to complain about. Now to measure Gogeta, to the top of his head, he's about 7 inches. He's very, very tall. Ooh, that stands. He's very tall. He's a very tall figure. So that's why I said about SH Figure Arts, those tend to be like 5.5, 6 inches, I've noticed. So he can stand with a couple of them. Like, you can get away with Goku. But like Gogeta, you can't have like Gogeta Figure-Rise and then SH Figure Arts Broly. They would be like the same height. That's not going to look that great. The Broly for Figure-Rise is close to like 8 inches. I mean, he's massive. He's huge. So if you really want to recreate the Broly movie with Gogeta, Blue, and Broly, you either gotta stick to the SH Figure Arts or you gotta stick to the Figure-Rise. There's no going in between. And unfortunately, the Figure-Rise Broly costs like $50 to $60, which for a model kit, which with no paint, just plastic, is not worth it. Now at that point, you just go up to the SH Figure Arts. And to compare the Figure-Rise Gogeta to an SH Figure Art and a Dragon Stars figurine, we have the Goku Saiyan Rays on Earth SH Figure Arts and the Majin Kid Buu Dragon Stars. So you can see why the scaling would kind of work in some of these situations. Like, I think it works perfectly with Kid Buu. Kid Buu's very short, and you can get away with it with the Goku. I think Gogeta is noticeably taller than Goku, so I think this works quite a bit. But it doesn't work with all of them. Now to give my final thoughts on this Gogeta, I like it for the price point. For the price point of about $30 to $35, this is really good. It's got loads of accessories. You can put it together yourself. It's nice, it's relaxing. It's a couple of the steps might get you mixed up a little bit. A couple of them did for me in the face, but it's not that hard. It's an hour and a half to 2 hours at most. An hour if you're quick about it, really. But for the price point of $30, I give this like an 8 out of 10, really, because even though it's like no paint, they're not like lying to you. It's a model kit. There's not gonna be any paint. You can paint it yourself. I've seen some very good paint jobs of it. So grading this as a model kit, it's great. Grading this as an action figure, it's more of like a 6 because there is no paint. Next to like even the Goku or the Boo, it's night and day. When those have a bit of paint, at least a bit more of it. Yes, it's figure arts obviously with the most. But for what you're getting, for what you're paying for a model kit, $30, that's a great price. That's why I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Like the Broly I mentioned earlier, going to like the $50, $60 range, that's not worth it. At that point, go to like the $80 to $100 range for an SH Figure Arts Broly, which is much more worth it than than a $60 no paint model kit. So overall, I like this. I really like this a lot. It looks great on a shelf, and you can get into a very good variety of poses. Oh boy, he's falling. Yeah, he's falling. Yeah, he's falling. He's falling. There we go. Yeah, he's good. There we are. So, yeah, you can get into a good variety of poses. He can usually hold one pretty good. You might have to mess with the legs a little bit. And the leg, one of the legs actually popped out, but it's the model kit. You just plug that right back in, and it's good. Great as new. So, I want to thank everyone for watching today, and I want to thank you all for 100 subscribers. At the time of this recording, I think I'm at 116. We're at 116. And just thank you all so much, and let's aim for 200. Let's get that soon. So thank you all very much for watching. Have a great day. Thank you for nerding out with me. Goodbye.